All right, so I'm in the car that I just picked up 2 days ago. Actually, not picked up, but it was delivered to my place. It's got a front and rear seat. Obviously, it's got four-door. It's got the wagon hatch. Not sure you could tell from here. I mean, you can't tell really what it is from the inside, but I want to show you what this looks like from the inside if you want to make a guess. Maybe that gives it away, but that is a functional hood scoop and an air vent. And I just discovered this little cubby here. I'm not sure what you would store in there. Maybe sunglasses or like a cell phone, extra cell phone charger, not sure. Glove box here, very simple, laid out on the instrument there. In any of these here, it's super basic. There's not a lot of modern features. So check this out. This has got the manual gearbox here and a super cool 80s or 90s style shift boots. Let's take a look at the seats here. Of course, nothing fancy, but it is very well kept. Either that or the person has really maintained the inside. So as you can see, this is the back seat here. This is where the back seats are, and of course these seats are foldable, so you could fold them flat down. And it is not very spacious at all. I mean, this is a four-door, as you can see, but not the most spacious thing you would get. There's a cup holder inside this. Pretty cool. This is the adjustment for the mirrors. Wow, the handbrakes are really tight. So the reason why, because I think this is a really good car to resell. It's got the 5-speed transmission. The year, it's a 2000, so soon you'll see why. Well, I mean, you already saw what the inside looks like. The interior is totally like the late 2000s or late 90s, early 2000s. Nothing like, there's no Bluetooth, there's no digital GPS or anything like that. And check out these switches. It does have a Twitter inside this little door handle here. So anyways, I picked up this car because it has 5-speed. It was well maintained by the previous owner. It's a four-door, and the best thing about this car, it's a wagon. It's got the hatchback, so something that I really like personally, and I think it's a practical car. So let me show you again what it looks like from this angle, and I'll show you what it looks like on the outside. And check this out. This is a frameless door, and if you know these cars, you already know what this is. The front and back door has no frame, which is a cool thing, but it could be a bad thing because these door seals here, they seem to leak once they start aging. It becomes just brittle, and water will leak through that. So by now, if you can't tell what this is a Impreza Outback Sports. It is a wagon. Came with the extra option. This is a mid wing and a hatch wing. The person did sell this with a roof rack. It's got I'm not sure if this is for the bicycle or skis. I'll have to look into that. It's got the 15-inch steelies. Currently he's got some cracked hubcaps. This is just like random off-brand stuff. Really dope decal. It's still pretty intact. So the car is well maintained. It's just let physically, like cosmetically, it's not in the best shape. You can see this, it's a lot of chip. It was parked in the city. And now that you're looking at the back bumper here, it does have a lot of scratches. Here you go. Now you know what this is. This is the Impreza Outback by Subaru. This is the hatch I was referring to. Pretty spacious. You could probably fit 2 to 3 luggages here. Maybe one big one and a small one, or 3 of the smaller ones. Okay, so that's the back of this. It's got a cover. So this car is complete with all the things that's needed for a budget build, or somebody that really wants a nice beater with all-wheel drive system. And if you've driven a Subaru before, you know how great the 4-wheel drive system, or the aka all-wheel drive system is. It handles well. It's fairly reliable. So this particular model, this is the 2000s, comes with the EJ20, which is the, or EJ22, which is the 2.2 liter boxer motor. So the cylinders are here, here, and on the other side, here, here. That was nice. The person thought I had a dead battery. He wanted to help out. So anyways, I was referring these vents as a functional item because I guess it dissipates hot air on both sides, and the hood scoops actually open in some ways. I don't see the opening, but yeah, this is the opening and this is the bottom. So I'm not sure where the air could dissipate there in the middle, but it is a hood scoop, and this is the vent. So anyway, back to this 2.2 liter boxer motor. I think it makes about 142 horsepower and 150 or 140 some torque. It's a pretty nice drive. Has a nice torque to this, especially on this little 5-speed here. So the person who owned it kept a really good shape interior wise. She maintained it with almost everything you had to do: timing belt, clutch, bearing, hub bearing, shocks, brakes, all the good stuff. The motor here does look pretty dirty. I don't think she really cared for that as long as the car ran fine. It is quite greasy, so when I get a chance I'll probably clean that up. The battery is only a year old or less, a little over a year. I don't hear any excessive noise from the suspension, so I'm assuming it's working fine. The AC is working fine. Power steering, the clutch, everything works great. And when I got the car, my main concern for this was exterior, other than the mechanical stuff. That's always number one. You can see there's a lot of scratches here, so I'm not sure what I'll do there. Maybe I'll try to blend in the bumper paint here, get a match paint, and then just sand all this, or maybe just leave it as a bottom, like a battle scar. And this car did get keyed all around. That's just the problem you would face when you park in the city of San Francisco. A lot of haters and just randos messing up your car for no reason. So anyways, as you can see, there's a lot of chip all the way around, and then some surface rust from this. And the worst thing on this thing is this faded paint, and there is a little rust bubble that's kind of building up there, so maybe I'll find a way to fix that. And then I'll probably end up refinishing these here, so that's not so hard. Maybe get some trim paint and I'll figure this out. I think it came with a key as well, so this rack here. So let me show you the car with the trunk closed. This is nice too. I think it only comes in the Outback, and it has this mid wing here, which is also pretty scratched up. They do a walk around of the car. So once again, this is the 2000 model. I think this is the last year they made this Impreza Outback before they came out with the what they call the bug eye. It has the circle lights, and that is the exterior. And the tire looks like they're still pretty decent. It's a little worn age-wise, and we still got a lot of tread. This one as well. It's just the hubcaps. It kind of kills the look of it. So originally, I was really excited to pick this up, and I found a set of Sparco Terras rally-style wheels for this car for $350. But they went really quick, and the person who was selling it, he was even offering to deliver for that price. But like all good deals, they go, and they go quick. And I was just happy that I got to pick this up for a really good price. For some reason, these headlights here looks brand new. Same as this one here. They both look like they've been replaced. Even the rubber seals here. And they are factory Subaru. Unfortunately, the little piece here is missing. I think that's where the fog light goes. And back to this side. That's the piece that's supposed to be on this side as well. That's missing. So this is a two-owner car. That's another good thing about this car. And I mean, it is a car from the San Francisco Bay Area, so then there's always a lot of random surface rust. If you didn't know, the San Francisco area is always foggy and cold and raining, and the weather is really odd, as you can see from now. It was sunny at my house, but now that I'm looking from here, sunny on that side and very dark and cloudy on that side. And then if I show more of that, you'll see. So my plans for this is to try to flip this, maybe challenge myself to sell this and double my profit. So what I'll have to do is maybe find a deal on a set of wheels and put on some super cool rally style mud flaps, and then touch up the bumpers, clean up the roof rack here, and all these little areas that needs to be addressed. And let me show you what the back area is like. I heard a sound when I was driving, so I'm not sure if it's coming from this or just this thing shaking or something up top, but it was definitely loud. Every time I shifted forward, I heard it. I couldn't tell what it is, so I'm just gonna find out when I drive again, but fold down these back seats and see what it looks like. Very nice. And I'm really surprised to see, but I think this car does have all original windows all the way around, even though it lived in San Francisco for multiple years. People do like to break cars' windows and take stuff from inside the car, but yeah, it's got the original factory sticker on them. So let me start this up. This car does have a weird starter sound for the first few seconds when you start it. It's got 189,000 miles. That little gear grind, I guess it doesn't really sound like a grind, more like a screech. But anyways, this car has 189,000 miles well taken care of. I have a stack of receipts at home. The 5-speed, which is awesome here. Maybe I'll pick up a little ship knot for this. But it does look pretty cool with this rubber boot. Everything's functional. This car inside out, all the signals. It's got an upgraded Bluetooth radio. The AC. And the motor is very quiet. So, yeah, this is awesome. The temperature stays cool. All these little things here are functional. And I'll just have to find myself a set of wheels for this. I'll clean up all the little details and I'll see how much I could get rid of this for. But currently I don't see any in the marketplace, and if there are, they're really high mileage or not running, and they still go for a few grand. So let me pause this for a second. Alright, so I'm about to end the video now. So this is just a quick tour of this 2000 Impreza Outback. It's a 4-seater, or maybe 5. That's another thing I forgot to look at. Yeah, it's a 5-seater wagon, I guess, a really compact wagon. But it is a good flip car because people like the all-wheel drive. You know, they do take it up the mountains, or even just like for rainy weather. This car is taken care of. It's got minimal body damage. I mean, there's no body damage other than the paint. You know, it needs a bit of TLC, as they would say. And of course, it's a solid car. So thanks for watching. I'll give you an update once I get this car looking a little better, and maybe when I have a set of wheels for this. But for sure, I think I'll be able to make some profits on this car, no problem. Alright, thanks for watching.